The film opens up with an extreme close-up on the bloodshot eye of Kristen Lucas, a 40-year-old woman who wakes up in a bathroom. She has no idea where she is and does not recognize anything around her. She realizes with shock that there is a middle-aged man sleeping in the bed next to her. She goes to the bathroom and finds pictures tacked to the wall of herself as a much older woman. She also sees a picture of the man in the bed next to her labeled, "Ben, your husband." None of it rings a bell. Confronting the man in the bathroom, he tells her that he is her husband, Ben. They have been married for decades. He tells her she was involved in a terrible car accident 10 years ago that left her with brain damage. Every evening when she goes to sleep, she forgets everything, waking up with a blank slate the next morning with no memory of her life from her early 20s onwards. Ben has to go through the same routine each and every morning. He shows Kristen some photographs while telling her the story of the romance and marriage. Ben then gets ready for work and leaves to go to teach at a nearby school. While Kristen was looking around the house, a neurologist named Dr. Nash calls the house. He informs her that she has been in treatment with him for the past few years. He tells her to locate a video camera which is hidden inside her closet. Dr. Nash tells Kristen not to inform Ben about the camera. He tells her to watch the videos and to call him back. Kristen watches a video diary of herself which she is unfamiliar with. She has recorded a video diary over the last 2 weeks, prompting an extended flashback to illustrate what she has learned so far. She then meets Dr. Nash, who explains that she has been seeing him for some time without her husband's knowledge. He tries to help her deal with her condition. Dr. Nash further reveals that her memory loss occurred 10 years ago after she was attacked and left for dead near an airport hotel. However, she is very confused. Her husband Ben said that she had a car accident. She wonders why Ben lied to her about the cause of her amnesia. Dr. Nash suggests perhaps it's just easier. Dr. Nash then takes her back to where she was found after the attack, hoping it would trigger her memory. She was found by the airport. The man who found her explains that it was a long time ago. She was found with blood all over her body. She was naked apart from the plastic sheet from a nearby hotel. She questions why would she be staying in a hotel, which Dr. Nash suggests she was having an affair. The medical examination indicated that she had sexual intercourse just before the attack. Later that evening, she's back home and begins to record her new discovery. At night, when she sleeps, flashcut memories emerge the moment she got attacked by someone in a hotel. The next day, Dr. Nash shows her some pictures, some were taken from random and others from her file. One particular picture causes distinct neural excitation. The picture was of a red-haired woman named Claire. At home, when she asks Ben about this, Ben tells her that Claire was her best friend, who couldn't handle Kristen's condition after the accident. She has moved abroad and ended contact with Kristen. Ben then shows her pictures with Claire, saying that he kept this hidden from her to protect her. The next day, Kristen gets flashes of memory and recalls that she had a son. She angrily confronts Ben over hiding their child. However, to surprise her, he says that their son, named Adam, died of meningitis when he was 8 years old. He has been keeping all these secrets away from her to protect her from relieving the pain of that experience. Afterward, while crying, she continues to record these painful discoveries. While sleeping, Kristen continues to struggle with her memories of baby Adam, which culminate in a wickedly weird dream. A dream where Adam leaves her a drawing of a man with a scar on his face. The picture is labeled Mike. The next morning, she tells Dr. Nash that she thinks Mike was the name of the man she had an affair with. He was her attacker. Nash hugs her to comfort her. He almost kisses her. However, his jacket opens up to reveal his hospital ID and his full name, Mike Nash. She sees a vision where Nash attacks her in a hotel. Kristen immediately pulls back and runs from him, but he catches her and administers a sedative, leaving her at home. Later that night, her phone rings. It's Dr. Nash. He tells her that he administered a mild sedative to calm her down. He explains to her that she experienced what they call is confabulation, her imagination filling in the gaps in her memory, turning him into the man who did this to her. The next day, Kristen again meets Dr. Nash. He doesn't feel he can treat her anymore because he has feelings for her, and it's completely unprofessional. Before they part, Dr. Nash tells her a shocking revelation. In 2007, Ben had placed her in an assisted care facility, and later in 2009, he divorced her, leaving her in a care facility. Furthermore, her best friend Claire had been trying to contact her at the care facility. Nash then gives Claire's phone number to her. After hearing that revelation, Kristen angrily confronts her husband, asking the reason why he divorced her 4 years ago. She demands to know the truth. There, he reveals that when they lost their son Adam, he got depressed, so he divorced her, leaving her in the care facility. However, he changed his mind very soon and came back to her. He promises that he will never leave her again. Knowing this truth, Kristen understands her situation, and she hugs him. Later that day, Kristen contacted her best friend Claire. As she hears Claire's voice, she begins to get glimpses of her past memories with Claire. They decided to meet at a local park. On their meeting, Claire reveals that Kristen had embarked on an affair prior to her attack, and they often met in a hotel. Claire then explains why their relationship drifted apart. Kristen's husband Ben and Claire had one-time sexual encounter. Due to their shared grief at Kristen's memory loss, feeling obliged to keep Ben and Kristen's marriage intact, Claire ended contact with her and stayed away from their lives. After apologizing, Claire gives Kristen a letter written to her by Ben. Ben sent this letter to her before they got separated. He asked Claire to give it to Kristen. In the letter, Ben tells Kristen that he loves her a lot, but he had to place her in a care facility due to her condition. She looked happy there. He decided to leave her for their son Adam's sake. Adam was unable to understand her memory loss and began to be afraid of her. Ben believed for Adam's sake that they needed to leave her, and he begs her to understand. After reading this letter, Kristen understands how difficult it was for Ben to deal with Kristen's amnesia. Out of gratitude for his love and care, Kristen records a video saying that Ben is her lover and protector, and she wants to make a life with him. At night, she decides to let Ben see the videos she has made on a digital camera. She also tells him that she has been seeing Dr. Nash for quite some time. She admits that she didn't trust Ben before, but she completely trusts him now. However, Ben angrily excuses Kristen of having an affair with Nash. He strikes her and storms out. On the telephone, Kristen talks to Claire about what just happened. Claire is confused because she knows Ben and he is very good gentleman. He will never strike her like that, so Claire decides to give Ben a call. A few months later, Claire rings Kristen back. She tells Kristen that Ben claims not to have seen Kristen for 4 years. Claire asks Kristen to describe the man she is living with, whether he has a scar across the right side of his face or not. She checks Ben's picture. There was no scar. That moment, they realize the man she is living with is not Ben. The wedding photo is fake. Kristen immediately attempts to escape the house, but Ben renders her unconscious. The next morning, Kristen again awakens with no memories. She finds the camera and sees her entries saying that she loves Ben and wants to make a life with him. Ben calls Kristen and tells her to pack, that they are going on a date night. That night, Ben takes her to a hotel close to where she had been found. In the hotel room, she gets glimpses of what happened 10 years ago. He reveals that he is Mike, the man she had an affair with. Kristen then remembers that Mike had wanted Kristen to reveal their affair to Ben. But Kristen refused, and their argument culminated in Mike viciously attacking Kristen, resulting in her amnesia. He also inadvertently reveals that Kristen's son Adam is still alive. Declaring his love for Kristen, Mike deletes the videos on her camera and states that he is no longer interested in playing the part of Ben. He tells Kristen that they shall live together or no one shall live. Another struggle ensues, but this time Kristen knocks Mike out and gets away. She sets off the hotel fire alarm while running from the hotel and is seen telling her story on the camera while waiting in an ambulance. Kristen wakes up in a hospital bed and is visited by Dr. Nash, this time as a friend and not as her therapist. He assures her the man responsible for her condition, Mike, has been arrested. He tells Kristen that she has visitors and that he hopes that the visit will provide the breakthrough they have been hoping for. The real man comes to visit Kristen, and he has brought someone else, Adam, who never died of meningitis. As she sees Adam entering her room, her memories return. With tears full of joy, the two of them hug each other, and the movie ends here. Now for the explanation, I will explain the sequence of events that happened prior to the events in the movie. In 1999, Kristen and Ben got married, but not this Ben, the real Ben. In August 1999, their son Adam was born after 4 years. In 2003, Kristen had an affair with Mike. Mike wanted Kristen to reveal their affair to Ben, but Kristen refused, and their argument culminated in Mike viscously attacking Kristen, resulting in her amnesia. Due to her condition, Ben placed her in an adult community care center. Ben and her son Adam visited her daily, but they had to go through the same routine, but they had to suffer a lot as they needed to remind her of her identity daily. During this time, her best friend Claire helped the family and got closer to Ben. One day, Ben and Claire had a one-time sexual encounter due to their shared grief at Kristen's memory loss. By feeling guilty, Claire decided to stay away from their lives. After a few years, Kristen's condition hadn't got any better. Ben couldn't go on anymore. Their son Adam grew desperately unhappy. In 2009, Ben and Adam left Kristen for Adam's sake. They left her in a care facility, not visiting her anymore. Mike used this opportunity to disguise as her husband. Mike forged Ben's signature and took her home with him. For 4 years, she was tricked into thinking that he was her husband. Until one day she met Dr. Nash, who gave her a camera to record her thoughts and progress each day. What happens next are the events that you show in the film, and that's my explanation for the movie. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notification bell, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.